For Sabra Minoka says Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has been engulfed in his first ever controversy since he took office after being sworn in on January 7th. Now, we know, sir, before elections, Mahama had brought out some initiative, Operation Recover All Loot. Now, so Operation Recover All Loot, one of the key people who actually held this particular initiative was journalist Manas Azuri, who is with the Media Foundation for West Africa, and also he does his own thing, basically an investigative journalist. Now, one of the things that really did happen is oral team, one of the first cases that they got from an independent person was from Manas Azuri, and that was that particular case was about the NSS scandal, the NSS payroll, and anything that we saw pictures and videos of him together or are surrendered by the Team Ora or present to a Team Ora. So okay, NSS scandal or present to files. He wants them to go after it. Now, President John Dramani Mahama, after he was sworn in, he said he's really going to work with the Ora. Yesterday we saw that President John Dramani Mahama received the files from Ora Airport. Say if they are successful in their recovery efforts, they can save Ghanaians $20 billion. That's which means on recover almost $20 billion in state money, which has really gone to people. This particular money was not supposed to really go to them. Now, yesterday we got a bombshell because yesterday Manas Azuri came on social media and posted something. What he posted now, said he is not really happy with the way things are going. Basically, according to him, he's saying, Operation Recover All Loot, we term it as oral right now. I bet that Operation Cover All Loot, ACAL. Now, the reason why Manas Azuri is saying this is because of a lengthy thing. But basically, Opache say, a brother John Dramani Mahama, or he has win power. There were many cases. There are Opuni cases, the Saglemi housing cases. All of these cases, cases are which involve state embezzlement of funds, and as a certain key stakeholders these particular key stakeholders, they were with the National Democratic Congress, but they pocketed the money, and as they were involved in many corruption scandals, instead of Mahama to focus on these people and also investigate the immediate past governments, what council will be there, apart from Sagleme housing, a whole lot of cases. Mahama, I trash all of these cases, and basically or party say or which is in opponent a whole and a Manas Azuri Eka say clearly right now the chief clearing agent tag and we have a new clearing agent in town. Now let's put this on the screen because he posted a lengthy thing. Just for you to know, this is very lengthy. I didn't know what things pay ye, but maybe breaking it down now. So at the end of the day, you can see exactly what is really going on, and even how all of this particular issue are ever amount forecast. Yes, when we told you said John Dramani Mahama was not any better, he was not going to do anything be able to change the status quo. Ghana for you guys are jealous, and then so let's start off with this particular thing. So let's start with it. Or say Manas Azuri posted or say chief clearing agent. Okay, Ghanaians deserve to know the basis for the government's mass discontinuation of court cases against official and associates of the previous Mahama administration. A few of the cases, such as the prosecution of the democracy hub protesters, raised concerns among Ghanaians. One may not be surprised that those charges are dropped. A majority of the cases, however, border on corruption and charges of causing financial loss to the state. For a president vowing to reset Ghana and prosecute government officials who have stolen or caused money to be stolen from the public purse, the mass clearance is a wrong start and it's a dangerous precedent. Now, Manas Azuri Party say, Mahama, the president, oba prosecute you biya. But Ebane said na Mahama, John Dramani Mahama, edo ye president no. Who cases are na wa buying info Sagleme housing wo you may a lot of cases, upuni cases mu nyina ewo ho a ye di anka mo na wona anka wo so wo ba no na ise wo show mo no. Mahama ba ya na Akufo do meet me prosecution na Mahama be twiri nyina mu. Na aside from that Mahama so ba ya na je say wo mu a na ye de sobrabo mu nyina no. In fact, they are now even in government. Obi to say Woyome is now actively in government. Opuni is back to business. Sagleme housing omu nyina they are back. So I'm for say these people are na John Dramani Mahama now buying they were being tagged as corrupt officials no eba ne send na sisi ano okwako chase obi de na wankasa wo de wo fie ankasa biu ya ye dum finfin anka wo so wie no obe wie ne prekoro o se o metu ni nyina egu because aban nada no o mentime nwie na manasa zero epa ade ye de dachi bia no si ntimi ahwehwe MPP focuses MPP for ya allege say o wie state man ni ade a MPP for so ba on boycott all of those cases. Yes, and so. What President Mahama is telling the MPP officials his administration will charge is very simple. If you are charged, drag the case as long as you can. And if your party comes into office, the process will be truncated and you'll be set free. This does not portend well for accountability. This dangerous precedent defeats Mahama's resolve to fight corruption and defeat such future endeavors. For a president whose administration began the persecution that resulted in the jailing of his own party people in the Jida scandal, this is a new law and a faulty step. Now, they are saying that Mahama is not really used to this because Obekai, the infamous Jida scandal, no, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, otutu na namo eka say Jida mo ye for but this time party we will take you guys on. So we are really shocked say sisi ana John Dramani Mahama ba and also two cases or two actually and people are saying that this is not John Dramani Mahama anka Kufuor ponye the anka Kufuor na clearing agent. Yes, and true. So, also the Attorney General must not truncate prosecution just because he has the power to do so. That power belongs to Ghanaians and must be exercised in our interest. The court shall be allowed to deal with evidence and decide on the guilt or innocence of the persons charged. In some cases, the state lost vast sums of money, and we should have answers. Even with the ambulance case, in which the persons charged were acquitted by the court, the state had lost the money. The scandal was not fabricated, even if the wrong actors may have not been targeted. Manasa Zero further went on to say, "Sisi apade ye share ambulance scandal na you say a ambulance scandal ye trim even doing nkofoni nyina no ye ka so okay so boy the bomb ni say asaso boy ni ye fi ho no na it say ewie chine say Ghana we've just lost money you lose ska it is say no part say based on this we should go after the people the who say okay if they are guilty or not but for us to throw the case out of the window and say aban fufuro bi na ADH we are just boycotting it it doesn't sit well for the corruption fight in Ghana. Also etwa so say I produced a documentary on those ambulances titled Grounded Wheels on YouTube, and I had no doubt the ambulance procurement was a scandal. I was surprised at the fixation of the Jakpa and at forcing, while officials of the ministries that procured the ambulances and labeled them substandard after failing to inspect them before shipment were left unpatched. Had the procurement not been a scandal, the Mahama administration would not have moved the ambulances from the forecourt of the State House and hidden them at the Air Force base camp. People were dying for lack of ambulances, and the movement was to keep problematic vehicles from the public eye. I entered and filmed the ambulances for my documentary, and some of the defects matches the inspection reports that labeled them as unfit for use of ambulances for use as ambulances. So basically, Manasa Zero Air Patches or Chichum scandal be a buyer which involved Atufonsin and the ambulance case, and also Antuaso. Yes, Antuaso. So if the case in which the defendants were set free was an actual scandal, one can imagine the rest. I nicknamed Akufo-Addo the chief clearing agent, and Mahama seems to relish that little. Let us not forget the persons Akufo-Addo cleared and publicly defended were not all clean. Plus, Hajide, for instance, who was cleared of his involvement in the Australia visa scandal, publicly confessed for his role when he was campaigning to be the MP for Sujaman in the just ended election. If the government clears all the party people standing trial, the people whose power the government exercises must be given sound reasons. Operation Recover All Loot cannot succeed when its implementers are engaged in Operation Clear All Loot. So I was saying it's Operation Cover All Loot. Almost say Manasa Zero pass Operation Clear All Loot. Say cleaning na and say at the end of the day for bibia kra anyhow. Also and they say and we can do better than pick lessons from failing democracies like the United States. Also, we can do better than pick lessons from failing democracies like the United States. So basically, your party say, "Adi we akoso amasi an eba be president." Oshe US and not first US no. Kamiako say US was a beacon of a democracy. See US no government for ban start case for so ban no abe discontinue. You see ano aba be ya ade a just say ebe prosecute bi a bi ba no aye dem wabe man executive order and as wabe clear no man pardon as you see an aye ade wo. So if you heard say John Dramani Mahama is being charged as a clearing agent, this is the basic explanation of it. We're giving you more updates as all of these events unfold.